Writing GUI applications in C in 2025, it's like getting a huge responsibility. Nowadays, if you see, GUI is everywhere. There is a little scope if you are writing a CLI application. The CLI application is nearly a dead scenario. Even all those APIs do not produce simple text or even XML. Nowadays, each and every API is also provide their responses in JSON format. So even the simplest data format is was XML. Nowadays each and everyone is using JSON as default. So each and everywhere, as we see, GUI is the first preference. Whether you are creating an application, if you are creating an website, web application, any type of application, it requires a GUI to interact with the user. Nowadays it's becoming more and more touch enabled devices. That means you must create your application, whether it is an built in application or web application, it must be touch capable. So this guy, I was searching, like I'm trying to create a operating system which is general purpose intuitive computing. So for that reason, I was searching through the internet what are the ready-made tools are available. You may ask like how dare I am willing or even trying to create an operating system. There are big companies are there. They are trying to create operating system, especially Windows, Mac OS, and various distributions of Linux operating system, or even the least one is BSD derivatives are there. So why there should not be a marketplace for an operating system, for a new operating system? Yes, I think there is a huge need for a general purpose intuitive operating system, simple one for the users, and that must respect the user's freedom, and that should have a GUI in the kernel level, like Windows did in back in days. So for that reason, I needed this type of tools, especially this one. This one is very promising to me. Nick Barker, I think I am pronouncing it wrong as I am not a native English speaker. So, okay. His tool is called Clay, as he defines his tool. His tool is a UI library written in C, and what is for it is a short form for C layout. Although the Clay name I like very much because by using clay you can create pottery, you can create idol, each and everything you can shape and mold. So clay is the like very likable name I found, and it is very promising to me for two main reasons. It can produce like a WASM build. WASM is a like feature rich, performant, and pluggable to the web application, so that your application becomes very fast. Like all the examples are there, you can find heavy resource consuming websites like image manipulation softwares like Adobe and various other companies. All they are doing is like they are using the power of WASM, WASM, power of WASM, and that's how they are delivering all their heavy, power hungry web based applications over the internet. So that is the reason why I am very much excited for this project. And the main liking is it works on the base level. That means it should be able to run on the bare metal as it is having C. So we are capable to like majority of the devices. So I tried this one, failed miserably because I'm not even a developer. I had made some things, but I don't consider myself a developer. So that means I was not able to successfully build within WASM or even on the bare metal. So like it was a great time to dive into those type of low level programming languages. So like I was searching for basic things like C++. As I see C++ is having a logo, I am not sure how C++ can have a logo. As I understand, some committee has endorsed this logo. And if you search C, as you see here, it is like a very fascinating thing. When I searched for C, it gave two links on the Wikipedia. Wikipedia, as I see, it is a free encyclopedia. I have visited this website for various time, various information, and I have even contributed. So, what is the issue? Let me tell a small issue regarding this Wikipedia. As you see, here we can see programming language in the URL. Here also the same, but here, as you see, it is describing the book, and here we see the description of the C as the programming language. But it would be much better if we had a like the C programming language underscore the book, similar things. It would be much better. And some information I have found is not so much accurate, so I was trying to edit those, but it seems there are so many layers of people and the bureaucracy, so that you are not able to do anything, and I was getting frustrated. So okay, let's get rid of these things. Let's come to those C versions and C various type of C's. As you see on, it was around 2004 and 5 when I have seen the C programming language. That time it was Borderland C and some other variants of C I have seen. I just can't remember. Borderland C was a thing I back then. I remember. But C in general, the majority of the people use the C that comes from GNU. GNU is not a company, is was created by Dr. Richard Stallman. I like that guy very much because that is the guy have that potentiality to create an operating system out of nowhere, and he started this type of task, and he is very much vocal about freedom, the digital freedom. He was the only guy who was very much vocal about digital freedom. As I think the same, digital freedom is getting deleted day by day, year by year, and Linux is also getting to the mess, as I am seeing. So this is the GCC. That means GNU-C library. By the way, I don't like GCC in terms of, as it is carrying a great load, a huge ton of backward compatibility load, and it is getting bloated day by day. Concept behind GNU-C is very much great, and it was the first and initial free programming language, as I know. But later on, if you see Muscle libc, it is like 21st century current version of C. Especially, it doesn't carry all the legacy codes and all the bloating things. It do not carry. So let's come back to this. Why I was not able to use this one. I think I'm missing some kind of C versions. As I have noticed somewhere, it is using C20, where I've seen C version 20 something. Yes, as you see, it is like having C++ 20 support. I don't know what does it mean, but what I know, C is having some versions over the year. Those I know, like glibc versions I'm familiar with, and I am familiar with muscle libc because it provides very clean and compact build sizes. Whenever I create something, I test it out all over the systems like Windows, Linux, Mac OS, FreeBSD, just to test it out, the performance, the build size. Okay, another topic I want to mention, like Muscle Libc for the development purpose, it is using Git, but it is not using GitHub. That is also a very much feel good to me, especially if you see, I use this one for all of my works, and my bread and butter running work I do here itself. I don't use GitHub as a platform mainly because, if you are providing a platform for the open source and freedom oriented peoples, you cannot make your platform a closed source. If you think like GitLab, GitLab is also a great alternatives to the GitHub because they don't hide anything. The platform they build, that is also a open source project. If you want, you can take all those codes, even the like builds, even they provide simple deployable configurations having Docker so that you can host your own Git browser by your own. So that becomes a great alternative for GitHub. And as 2024 is getting today, the 2024 will get its last day. One more topic I want to discuss, like, it is not easy anymore to become a web developer. Application dev is not affected so much. In case of game devs, only script creation, some code generation, and sprite manipulation, sprite modification, sprite creation, various, like if you are into a sprite modifier, you make a new sprite very easily. Those type of helps you can expect from AIs, and you will get very little help if you are building an operating system from the scratch. Talking about AI, this guy, I don't know, various time I used to get his advertisement. It's like B10X. He used to warn and inform all those people, and they, like, he wants his students to join his team and get some know-how, like you would know how to use chat gpt. That's it. I don't know whether there are some people. I must understand, like, if he is able to advertise on YouTube for so long time, that means there are a lot of college pass out students. They are like willing to join a company or starting their journey and trying to get a job. Simply trying to get a job, they will fell for this type of trap, and they will waste a lot of time and a lot of money, and they will get much more frustrated. If you want a job, you must be able to, like, understand and ask for a query. If you are not able, you are dumb enough, you are not able to ask a question to the AI and improve your question day by day, so you will not be able to get that job. As simple as that. You should not learn how to query a AI model. That's it. You may ask, like, even those informations are quite readily available. And suppose there is a, like, chat gpt, but you will find a web LLM. See, this is a, like, a free tool you can use. I know this is not good as compared to ChatGPT, but you must know all those freedom oriented technologies. Okay, bye for today.